The internet has always been home to mysteries, puzzles and enigmas that captivate the collective imagination. But perhaps none has proven as enduring or cryptic as the case of Reddit's A858. For years, this anonymous account posted seemingly random strings of characters before vanishing as mysteriously as it appeared. Tonight, we delve into this digital anomaly that has perplexed internet sleuths for over a decade. Welcome to Vanishing Threads. Our story begins on April 1st, 2011. Yes, April Fool's Day, when a Reddit account with the unwieldy username A858 DE45 F56D 9BC9 created a subreddit bearing the same name. The timing of its creation led many to initially dismiss it as an elaborate prank, but what followed would span years and defy simple explanation. The posts themselves were extraordinary in their ordinary appearance, long strings of hexadecimal code. Day after day, with clockwork regularity, the account would post these cryptic messages. Each post contained rows of seemingly random letters and numbers in hexadecimal format, the kind of code that might look like gibberish to most people, but represents specific computer instructions or data to those who know how to interpret it. To the casual observer, these appeared to be nothing more than random characters, perhaps the output of a bot or an automated script. But a small group of curious Redditors began to wonder if there might be something more to these strange posts. Could they contain hidden messages, encrypted communications, or perhaps part of an alternate reality game? By 2012, the community's interest had crystallized into a dedicated subreddit called Solving A858, where hundreds of amateur and professional cryptographers gathered to crack the code. What made the mystery particularly compelling was that, unlike many internet rabbit holes that ultimately lead nowhere, A858 occasionally provided evidence that there was indeed something to discover. In an archived 2014 thread titled "Why Do You Keep Trying?", user Fratelluccis, a prominent early contributor, wrote, "What kept me coming back was that every so often we'd actually succeed. We'd crack a post and find something meaningful, an image or a message, and it would validate all our efforts. Then the next day, there would be a new post with a completely different encryption method, and we'd be back to square one." These occasional breakthroughs were tantalizing. Documented successful decryptions by the Solving A858 community. According to analysis by members of the community, documented in archived threads, the A858 posts employed a wide variety of encryption methods. These ranged from simple substitution ciphers to more sophisticated techniques, including AES encryption, RSA algorithms, and custom implementations. The complexity and variety of methods used indicated considerable technical knowledge beyond basic online encryption tools. The variety of encryption methods suggested either multiple people behind the account or someone with considerable expertise dedicated to maintaining the mystery. The posts appeared regularly, often daily, and at times that suggested automation rather than manual posting. Another aspect that distinguished A858 from random internet noise was its longevity and consistency. Many internet mysteries flare up and disappear within days or weeks as their creators lose interest. A858 continued posting for nearly 5 years, maintaining a consistent presence that suggested purpose and design rather than whimsy. In a rare moment of direct communication in 2014, the account participated in a brief Q&A session with the Solving community. When asked directly about the purpose of the subreddit, A858 responded with a single word: communication. When pressed further about what was being communicated, the response was equally cryptic: information. This minimal interaction only intensified interest. Various theories emerged about A858's purpose. Some believed it was a communication channel for spies or other clandestine operatives, using Reddit as an inconspicuous dead drop for encrypted messages. Others suspected it might be a recruitment tool for intelligence agencies or tech companies, designed to identify individuals with exceptional cryptographic skills. A more prosaic theory suggested it was an elaborate art project, exploring themes of meaning, persistence, and community formation in digital spaces. Still others proposed it was simply a technological experiment, perhaps someone testing encryption methods or running a distributed computing project. By 2015, the mystery had garnered enough attention to be featured in mainstream tech publications including Wired and the Daily Dot. According to archived Reddit metrics, the subreddit had grown to approximately 17,000 subscribers by early 2016, with several hundred active participants regularly attempting to decode new posts. And then, in late 2015, the previously reliable posting schedule began to change. According to archived post timestamps, A858's posting frequency became notably erratic. Data analysis showed periods of 20+ posts in a single day, particularly in November 2015, followed by complete silence for 2 to 3 weeks. Community speculation on these changes is documented in contemporaneous discussions on solving A858, with theories ranging from compromised account credentials to intentional pattern shifts as part of the puzzle. On April 20, 2016, after 25 days without posts, a moderator message appeared on the subreddit stating, "The A858 project has concluded." The subreddit was immediately set to private, and the regular posts ceased entirely. On June 2, 2016, a final message appeared on the Solving subreddit from an account claiming to be associated with A858. The exact message, preserved in archives, stated, "You've won. We are not going to make any more posts." The message continued, explaining that the purpose of A858 had been to create a puzzle with no answer, and to observe how long people would continue to try to solve an unsolvable mystery. This message was posted by a previously unknown account, but was verified by moderators of Solving A858 as coming from an IP address consistent with previous A858 communications. Many in the community were skeptical of this explanation. It seemed too simple, too anticlimactic for a project that had demonstrated such complexity and persistence over the years. If the goal had truly been to create an unsolvable puzzle, why had some posts been intentionally made decipherable? Why the occasional communication with the solving community? Many veteran members of the solving community expressed skepticism about the final explanation. As documented in archived Reddit discussions following the conclusion announcement, several prominent contributors suggested that the project likely evolved over time. The theory that A858 began with one purpose and shifted as the community grew is supported by the changing patterns in posting frequency and encryption complexity observed throughout the 5-year timeline. In the years since A858's disappearance, other similar accounts have appeared on Reddit and elsewhere, posting cryptic strings of characters or codes. None have achieved the longevity or captured the imagination in quite the same way as the original. The legend of A858 endures in internet culture as a prime example of how digital spaces can generate their own folklore and mysteries. In a medium often characterized by ephemerality and information overload, A858 stands out as something that demanded sustained attention and collaborative effort. What has made A858 such a persistent object of fascination is precisely what remains unknown about it. Unlike many internet mysteries that are eventually revealed as hoaxes or marketing stunts, A858 has never been definitively explained. The anonymous creator or creators never came forward to claim responsibility or explain their motivations beyond the cryptic final message. This lack of resolution has allowed A858 to transcend being merely an internet curiosity to become something more significant, a symbol of the internet's capacity to generate authentic mystery in an age where information is typically abundant and answers are just a search away. In a 2017 paper published in the Journal of Digital Culture, researchers analyzing online community formation noted that A858 exemplifies how persistent mysteries generate collaborative knowledge networks. The paper highlighted how the community continued active analysis and theorizing even after the original creator declared the project concluded, demonstrating the powerful social dynamics that emerge around collective problem-solving efforts. Perhaps the most significant legacy of A858 is not the mystery itself, but the community it created. The Solving A858 subreddit became a gathering place for people with diverse skills and backgrounds, united by curiosity and the challenge of decryption. Members taught each other cryptography techniques, developed custom software tools, and formed relationships that extended beyond the original puzzle. In a 2017 Reddit retrospective post titled A858, 1 year later, user autopilot Psychonaut, a verified former moderator of Solving A858, wrote, "Looking back, what A858 created was a collaborative intellectual space. It wasn't just about solving the immediate puzzle, it was about building a community of practice where people with different expertise could learn from each other and accomplish together what none could do individually." So, what was A858 really? A sophisticated ARG, a covert communication channel, an art project exploring digital persistence and community, a recruitment tool, or simply an elaborate prank that grew beyond its creator's expectations? The truth is, we may never know with certainty. And perhaps that's fitting for a mystery that thrived on ambiguity and the unknown. In an internet landscape increasingly dominated by algorithms designed to capture and monetize our attention, A858 represents something different, engagement driven purely by curiosity and the human desire to solve puzzles. As we continue to navigate an increasingly digital existence, the story of A858 reminds us that even in spaces of our own creation, mystery and wonder can still find room to flourish. Sometimes the questions themselves are more valuable than their answers. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay curious, stay safe,